So,
Hold
Arsenal.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. One, two. Arsenal! Arsenal! Arsenal!
So, Chelsea 0, Arsenal 1. Thoughts on the match, Kenny Ken?
I think, you know what's happened? I just want to, first and foremost, Kai Havertz, thank you for that miss. Thank you very much for that miss. Because if you scored early, you would have battered us because we're derived of confidence. And then that gift, all I know is if Mendy was in goal, that goal don't go in. I'm sorry. Kepa Arrizabalaga, he was at fault for the goal because of simple reasons. That's a regulation pass, right? And that's a no-look pass. You should be concentrating the game. The goalkeeper sees everything. So when Kepa, when Jorginho puts the ball, does the back pass, then as far as I'm concerned, and I say it now, as far as I'm concerned, the goalkeeper has to be positioned. He has to realise now that goalkeepers play with their feet. So if goalkeepers play with their feet, then the first thing you do, you have to expect they've got back pass. The minute Zuma gets the ball and Jorginho's in that position, the goalkeeper cannot be out of his lane. He has to communicate with defenders. Yes, he hasn't played a lot, but I'm not the Chelsea coach. That was a gift. And after that, we made ourselves difficult to beat. We basically made ourselves compact. We made sure that, like by playing a back three and playing a back three and wing backs, we made sure we were compact in midfield so you couldn't get down the wing at pace and you couldn't hit us on the counter-attack your passes. I think in terms of personnel, you could have done with Kante and Werner to stretch us, but playing the players you played, I felt sorry for Billy Gilmore, but I can understand when Hudson-Odoi came on. But for me, that was a back-to-the-wall performance, just like Man United way.
But yeah, congratulations on your win, man. Look, I'm holding the L. I'm not going to be salty about it. I'm not going to blame anything or anyone. Just have to say that you guys fully deserved the win. And yeah, you're right. If Mendy was in goal, that would have stayed out. But Emile Smith-Rowe, he's a really good player, man.
Look, he's playing with a lot of confidence. He's playing with the freedom, like I said, he's getting around the games. He's in the team on merit. And what's happening right now is a place where basically, he's got. I think the manager can communicate with him. He's one of the young players that he trusts, as well as Saka. And you know what? The pressure isn't on him. He's got no pressure. The pressure really wasn't on us today, but we're still smarting from last Thursday. But good performance, and it wasn't just the goal and his anticipation. It was the fact that when we were on the attack, he caused a lot of panic because he has a good change of pace, and I think that caused a lot of problems for Reece James at times. But there were times, I must say, that when Reece there, he was probably redundant defensively because Reece James kept on pushing on like he should have done. But good talent, could go along far, but you've got to take it slow. We're still going to need we're still going to need a creative midfielder.
What makes the way the Cronkies are going? What makes you think you will get Houssem Aouar? Because I don't know Leon's position in Ligue 1.
I could tell you that. Leon are in a good position in Ligue 1, but the thing is that the French TV deal
for 60 million then.
Yeah, but the French TV deal was collapsed. So what's happened is that because of financially, French clubs are going to be struggling. Also, Lyon won in Europe at all last season after they got to Champions League semi-final. So in that respect, whatever Lyon wanted last season, I think that the price is going to be a lot cheaper this season. So he's a player that we really, really need. And I think what's happened is that, it'll give Thomas Partey a time to actually concentrate in the holding position. And, we could do with some legs alongside Partey as well. It's going to be Arsham Smith Rowe, but if a player like Houssem Aouar is available, I'll take him, because if he doesn't go, clubs like Chelsea take him off us and Man City.
But does he? But I mean, all respect to you, Ken. I know you did the double over us this season, but
trust me, it was like a Trojan horse.
You are still 10.
Yeah, well, we're in 8th at the moment. Look, I've got,
Anyway,
I think what's happened is that if I was in your position, I'll swap places with you right now. Chelsea do the double over Arsenal. We got an FA Cup final and a Champions League final. So I understand where you're coming from, and I think maybe every time we've beaten Chelsea is when we've never been expected to beat you. FA Cup finals in 17 and 20, the game at the Emirates, and today we will not expect to beat you. In all occasions, Chelsea will expect to play us to the park. And maybe psychologically, Chelsea thought that was going to happen.
Yeah, but you say that, but oh God, what was I going to say? The thoughts on that block by Holding? Do you think it was a handball? Or...
Not really. It wasn't conclusive enough, because the thing about it is that it depends on the part of the arm it hits. And I think what's happened is that it would have been harsh if it happened. But then again, towards the end of the 93rd minute, we could have had a penalty with Partey as well, because there was contact with Hudson-Odoi. And so, to be honest, Chelsea had a lot of possession, but in terms of like having from 74 minutes in when we scored, you can count the number of clear-cut chances you had in your hand, and you really didn't create too much. And I think a lot of that is to do with the fact that you didn't have someone like, like Conte in midfield to kind of win the midfield battle and create space for your runners from midfield.
Look, man, in our preview, I predicted a 2-2 draw.
I'm surprised. I expected us to lose.
But that was taking in mind. That was taking Mendy in goal in mind.
Yes.
I was like, when I saw the team sheet, I was like, no. I was like, we're either gonna. I said in a stream, just in someone else's stream, that we're losing 3-0 now that we have the Spanish clown in goal.
Yeah, the thing about it is you've got to look at it in terms of psychologically. He's your cup final goalkeeper. He's a player that plays in the cups. Obviously, Mendy's going to play in the Champions League final, and he's going to play league games. So what I think Tuchel wanted to do is he wants to give basically like Ariza Balaga 90 minutes, and then what's happened is he's ready mentally for Wembley on Saturday. So I can understand from a psychological point of view, he's trying to give him games and give him an understanding of your back four. Unfortunately, let's be honest, we didn't really test him that much. But I think what's happened again, it's one of the things where you've got to communicate from the back pass. You have to be in position. You have to assume that your midfield or defender is going to pass the ball back, and you had to. So that was a clown situation. And even then, when he tried to pick the ball up, it would have been an indirect free kick from 6 yards. So he might have scored even then. So really and truly, one error and we've won.
Look, it's the George Graham way, as a lot of Arsenal fans have said.
Maybe, but the situation we're in at the moment, we have to take what we can get. It's really been a dreadful, stressful, and upsetting season for the football club. And there's still question marks over Arteta. It's a ferret, because a lot of Arsenal fans are now saying on Arsenal chat rooms, well, what does it matter? We lost last week. We beat Chelsea. Whoopie-dee. That's how some people are feeling.
Look, in the grand look. Let me tell you something. The last time you beat us at Stamford Bridge was in the 2011-12 season. I've got that in mind.
Yeah, it got that in mind. But again, it was probably a time when the times when Arsenal beat Chelsea is always when we've been underdogs, and basically we just thought we got nothing to lose, and that's when we're at our most dangerous when we play you. A lot of
course.
And I think the thing is, don't get me wrong, you're still London's top club, and you're still going to get better results than us and win more matches than us. But the odd victory against Chelsea is good for morale at the football club.
True. Now, I honestly think, look, the lineup that came out, I was honestly thinking, that lineup has he is definitely resting players for the FA Cup final.
Yeah. Well, it's not a case of, certain players, Alisha Balaga's going to play in the FA Cup final. You get a good feeling that Mason Mount's going to play in the FA Cup final. I think what he's going to probably want to do is, I think Werner will play, and I think Ziyech should play as well in a cup final.
Yeah.
So,
that's the only. Look, if he plays Kepa in goal, that's the only rotation I want to see in the FA Cup final. Other than that, I want to see a full strength team.
But
a weakened team in a cup final.
You say a full strength team. What you probably lack today, and probably what you may lack, moving forward, especially in Wembley, maybe when in Lisbon, the Champions League final. There's going to be a time where it's in Porto. It's in Porto. So what's going to happen is that you're going to have a situation is that eventually you're a patched up side, but you're getting excellent results. Next season, you have to buy a striker. You can't just, it's told a lot today that your top goal scorers in the Premiership scored 6 goals. It says a lot.
Look,
you know what I mean? Nipping. I'm doing another podcast. I promised to go on as well. So I just wanted to, I promised you first. So I might have to say my goodbyes because I've got some celebrating to do. But have you got any?
Yeah, go on.
But anyway, I just want to say thank you for having me on yesterday. Thank you for having me on today. I want to commiserate from you. But one thing I want to do, I'm jealous of your success at Chelsea, so I can't support you against Man City and Leicester. I'm really sorry I can't do that.
Likewise.
Sorry,
Nippon. I wouldn't have supported you against Man United if you had made it past Villarreal either.
Well, at least, to be honest, I don't support the English sides in Europe. So when Man City play Chelsea in the Champions League final, it's going to be very difficult for me. It's going to be wow. I just want it to go. I want it to go to penalties, personally, so I can have some drama.
There's going to be one with it, regardless it goes to penalties or not.
Yeah, Chelsea, because Man City can't take penalties.
Yeah, but look at one thing. The last time you won away against Chelsea was the same season we won the Champions League.
That's an omen, isn't it? That's an omen. And you won the FA Cup.
For us. That could be a blessing in disguise.
That's an omen, isn't it? Well, we'll find out.
So I'm not too worried about this result today. I'm not too worried about this result.
Well, I think if you lose against Leicester and maybe you lose against Man City, you'll probably be thinking, "Damn, why do we lose to these lot?" Because let's face it, we're crap, and we beat you. Sorry, we're crap. Anyway, Nips, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you.
Again. Hope to have you on soon in a future Arsenal-related.
Hey,
thing.
You know where I am. Anytime you want to do a podcast, we'll do one. We could do any. All right. We'll speak soon, all right?
Socials. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell notifications if you haven't already.
Okay,
and
mate.
I shall see you in the next video.
Thank you, mate.